Good morning. It is Saturday, October 15th, 2022. The song in my head is The Globe by Big Audio Dynamite. Let's find out what the postcard of the day is from the Modern Women collection from MoMA. That is Louise Nebelson's Sky Cathedral, 1958, painted wood. That's pretty neat. I've got a bunch of people I need to write to, so I'll get working on that right after I finish this. I'm starting to get my balance back, we'll say, after my month plus sprint and just finishing my conference on Wednesday. I had sort of forgotten, since I hadn't held the conference in person since 2019, all the post conference stuff, plus the exhaustion that ensues from running it and the travel, etc. But as of yesterday, I pretty much finished everything. I just need to hit up my presenters and speakers and get permissions to share their presentations as PDFs and resend the attendee survey and blah blah blah. But but yeah. So my thing is, after all the time I've been running like a maniac getting all this stuff done, pretty much since Labor Day through now, I need to rebalance, I guess. Get back to the exercise, the art making. Luckily, I had paced the podcast so that I was able to kind of not be super stressed leading into this week. But there's some work to be done. Trying to figure out what stuff I need to do and what other little habits I've built over the last couple of years that are going to stay or go. On the plus side, as good news goes, when I go to London in a couple of weeks prior to a business trip in Frankfurt, I've been planning to go to the National Gallery to see the Lucian Freud exhibition. And when I went to the National Gallery site last night to make sure the hours, figure out it's okay to go when I arrive Saturday or if I have to go Sunday, whatever, it turns out they also have the Winslow Homer exhibition that I failed to go to when it was here in New York. Well, New York is over there, about 25 miles. Anyway, it was at the Met. I managed not to ever get into the city to go see it. So this time, somehow I will manage to do Lucian Freud and Winslow Homer, who are very, very different artists, and maybe get both of them in at the same day, probably when I'm all jet lagged from flying in on a red eye. But anyway, I have that to look forward to. Still figuring out my podcast schedule for London and visiting a friend while I'm there and doing other stuff. So I'm going to do some reading today, try and make some art, maybe go out to Blick, pick up some art supplies, get on the fun work train, as David Lynch puts it, and his daily weather reports, which is another thing I need to get back to. I kind of lost the habit of checking in on that every day. But we'll see. We'll see what comes back, and what falls by the wayside, which is how life works. Anyway, hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful day.